There's very few people in the same area as us. There's very little that we heard around the place that had any sort of similar ideas, except for people we knew ourselves. The obvious people being Luke Garou. Certainly one inspiration was the first Invaders of the Heart LP, Without Judgment, because in fact that was the LP that we decided we had to seek out the people who'd put the LP out, which turned out to be Nation in Britain.
Tell this to everybody wherever they are.
The different people who've been involved over the last few years with us have almost come in at random. People just tend to turn up when they're needed, or turn up when they need us. I'm not too sure which way round it is. For instance, in the case of Neil, people, there was just, we were doing a track called I Voyager, and people were walking around saying, oh, we need a poet on this, we need a beat poet on this. And so he turns up. David turned up more recently. As for Natasha, a lot of the music is based around her, and she's had a huge influence on where the music goes to. I think what marks us out as being apart from quite a lot of other groups and a lot of other studio acts working on similar lines to us is firstly the importance of the live side to us. Using live instruments on stage, getting a live feel on stage. And secondly, I think where we're different from a lot of other acts is that we're not afraid to make complete fools of ourselves.
We had the song Templehead, and the masks that we wear are sort of Nepalese temple masks. And so therefore it sort of fitted in with the whole plan of it really well. A certain amount of what we do, we leave up to sort of chance. You know, we'll work an idea out sort of in a rehearsal studio or around in a pre-production suite, and then we purposely leave things unfinished. So when we get into the studio to record it for real, it's like we like to leave a lot open to spontaneity. Transglobal Underground, it's like a nebulous sort of audible family of people that have somehow come together to make this, you know, sort of like something really special, I think. Yeah, Transglobal Underground, it's all-encompassing.
I think we've broken down a lot of barriers for people's perception of where they're at, be it from, say, the dance end of things, the dub thing, through people who actually like to interact with a live group and also have an eye and an ear open to technology. We've drawn a lot of those people together. We have a very broad age range as well in terms of the people who come to enjoy us.
I think the oldest person at one of our concerts was about 90, and the youngest was about 3.
What makes me really happy if we're playing live is when you look at the audience and you just think, how did this bunch of people all turn up in one room? We're combining music, so it's very important that we combine the audience. I can remember playing in Berlin last year, and one guy we'd met there, he said, oh, you know, the different groups of people in this room normally wouldn't be seen in the same venue together. And the more diverse, the more disparate the audience are, the more we like it.
People that I've spoken to at concerts and that, they've got a real genuine interest in looking for other musics from you know, the source material, the real thing, the more sort of traditional music. I think they're willing to you know, sort of go back and find out where, you know, where this music sort of originally came from.
Big dub bass, laughter, smiling, ritual, sexy belly dancer.
Transglobal Underground means to me being able to work with people I really admire, singers and musicians, including Natasha, Mantu, Alex Kasiek, Coleridge and Neil, as well as the people we've worked with in the past and the people we will work with in the future, because I've never felt 100% English and I've never felt 100% Greek, and I've never quite felt 100% comfortable with any any group that I've worked with in the past, not ever 100%. So this to me is the closest to something that makes sense that I've ever worked with. And I couldn't ask for more than that.
I'm just happy to be doing what I'm doing at the moment.
Transglobal for me is home. It's quite a unique place.
Last year we created a situation where normally we come on wearing masks and the audience are looking at us, so we got a bit bored with this idea, so we got the audience to wear masks and we came on stage and looked at them. So eventually we want to expand this to, if you play in a city, everybody in the city is wearing a mask. We'll just sit on stage and sort of stare at them and see what they do. Then we'll record whatever they do and put it out as an LP.